Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a little bit different to what I normally have up on my channel. As you guys know, my channel is mainly beauty, reviews, tutorials, all that kind of good stuff. But as some of you may know, as some of you may not know, I actually suffer with depression and anxiety. Now, this video isn't about me sitting here and saying, oh, poor me, guys, feel sorry for me, this happens to me and I feel like this, and this is not what this video is about at all. This video is basically me sharing 5 tips that I find really helpful when I am having a down day or when I'm just feeling like shit. Like, we all have those days where nothing seems to go right, everything makes you feel bad, you feel like there's absolutely nothing you can do that can make you feel any better. And don't get me wrong, I have learnt that you need to accept these days and take them on and allow yourself to feel bad for a while. That was one of my problems, that I never used to let myself feel bad. I'd say, I shouldn't be feeling like this shouldn't be how I'm supposed to feel. So I would just push these feelings aside. You need to let yourself feel how you're feeling and validate yourself. So I do think this is really important, but these are just 5 tips that I really think help me so much in my day-to-day life. If I'm feeling bad, if I'm having a really shitty week, a really shitty day, whatever it may be. And I don't know whether these tips will help anyone else, but if they do, then that is what I'm looking for. Like, that is my main goal, to help other people who are going through and feeling the same shitty way that I sometimes feel. So I'm just going to go through, and I've got 5 things written down in my little notebook, and I'm just going to go through and read them through and explain to you why I do these things. And yeah, if you want to do these things, then you can do them. And I'm really hoping that this video might help someone out there. Number 1 is listen to your favorite music really loud. Like, I know for me, I get in my car and I just go for a drive and I have my music pumping and I sing at the top of my lungs. Or even just if I'm in the house, I'll start cleaning and I'll just have my music on. And I'm not even a really huge music person. Music isn't something that I'm extremely passionate about either, but it really helps me. Especially when you can find a song that you can really relate to in that moment. Like, if there's a song that explains how you feel, whether you're going through a breakup, or whether you're just feeling like shit, or whether you're feeling uninspired, anything like that. So that is one of my tips. These aren't in any particular order, by the way. I don't do these in a particular order. These are just how I wrote them down. So yeah, if you're having a really bad day, you just sometimes need to let everything out, and I think that doing that through singing and through having music playing is a really good way to do it. Okay, number 2 is a massive thing for me. I do this every single week, whether I'm feeling good, whether I'm feeling bad, I just do this every single week. And that is get my diary and write down all the things that I have to look forward to for the upcoming week. I do this every Sunday because Sundays are one day of the week where my mind just hates me and just says, nah, we're gonna feel like shit today and there's nothing you can do about it. So this is like my major thing that I do for myself that makes me feel like a whole lot better. And it can just be simple stuff. Like, mine generally consist of like a date night with Matt, like going out for dinner, or I've got this day off, or I can film this day, or even like when I was completely obsessed with Kathleen Lights. Not that I'm not obsessed with her anymore, but I would write, like, if I had nothing else, I would just write Kathleen uploads 3 videos this week. Like, I get to sit down and watch 3 of her videos and they're gonna make me feel better. So it can be absolutely anything. Like, if you have a holiday, if you're going to see a family member, anything at all that you have to look forward to that will brighten your day up, write it down. And I think writing it down, just, you can visualize it and see it in front of you and say, yeah, that's real, I do have that to look forward to. So that might not help anyone else, but for me, I'm a very visual person, and that is one thing that seriously saves my life every week. Number 3 is do a puzzle. Now, I know this sounds kind of weird, and when I was home last Christmas, my mum and sister were doing a puzzle, and I'm like, oh, that looks so boring, why are you doing that? But then I decided to help, and it is the most distracting, and it's just awesome. Like, when you're doing a puzzle, you're not concentrating on anything else. You're concentrating on finding pieces of puzzle and matching them up, and it is such a distraction to your mind. You completely forget about anything that's going on around you. So get a nice puzzle. Like there's Disney ones, there's landscape ones, there's so many cool puzzles out there. And just do a puzzle. Spend 20 minutes a night doing a puzzle if you have time, or even 5 minutes a day. I just find when I'm feeling really bad, I've got nothing to do and I'm just sitting there feeling sorry for myself, if I get out a puzzle and just start doing it, I feel so much better. And you feel really productive when you're doing a puzzle because you see the progress as you're doing it. And yeah, I just think it makes a really big difference. It makes me feel a lot better. So definitely give that one a go. Number 4 is a pretty obvious one, but it's spend time with your family and friends and your animals. So obviously being around people who love you and who support you and who you can talk to is going to make you feel a lot better. And I know for me, when I can't do that, I spend time with my animals, or I just spend time with any animal that I can. I'm not saying to anyone who gets depressed, go out and buy a puppy, go out and buy a cat, but make the most of having your animals. And I might be biased because I'm a complete animal freak and I love animals. Like, I just love animals. I just want to adopt them all. I'm saying this as my cat's licking her butt in front of me. So here's my little baby. She's getting pretty big now. But spending time with these beautiful creatures just eases so much anxiety. Like, pets are good for everything. They lower your blood pressure when you pat them, and she doesn't want to be patted right now. Alright, say goodbye. Say goodbye. And honestly, like, some of these might sound so stupid to you and you might think, oh, that's not ever going to work. That's just stupid. But as I said, these are things that work for me, and being around animals and feeling their love and that kind of thing, it just, it warms my heart and it makes me feel so much brighter and so much happier. Ever since we got our cat, my life has been so much more fulfilled. Like, I think each day, oh, I've got this beautiful little creature to come home to, and she relies on me. I make a big difference in her life. So that might be far-fetched if you don't have animals or you don't like animals, but I just wanted to really include that one. Yeah, even if you don't have animals, just make the effort to spend time with your friends and family. I know for me, when I'm feeling depressed, the last thing I want to do is go and spend time with anybody. That's one thing that I really struggled with for a long time. I would be invited to something and I would just make excuses and say, you know, I'm tired, or I don't feel very well, or I would make excuses not to go. And I found out that was really, really affecting how I felt. And one thing I've come to realize, like with going to my therapist and just trying to grow and learn how to treat myself better, is that you need to be around people who make you laugh and make you smile, and you need social interaction. And it just honestly makes the biggest difference to your life. It makes you feel so much better. And you can really be grateful for the people you do have in your life who love you and who are supportive of you. And yeah, I just think that is such a huge, huge thing for when you're feeling down. And then number 5 is a really simple one, but it is allow at least 10 minutes to sit there and let yourself feel bad. If you're feeling like shit, let yourself feel like shit. Seriously, if I wake up and I think I'm feeling really sad today, there's no reason for it, I'll sit there, and if I need to have a cry, I'll have a cry. If I need to be angry, I'll be cranky for a little while. But then you just need to pick yourself up and go and do one of these other things. Go and do a puzzle, go and read a book, whatever it is that makes you happy, whatever you're passionate about, just go and do that. Make a cup of tea and sit down in the sun. Absolutely anything that's going to improve your mood. I honestly think you need to allow yourself time to feel what you're feeling. For the longest time, I didn't validate my feelings. Like, if I was feeling bad, I honestly would just think there was something wrong with me and I was just being stupid and there was absolutely no need for it. So I would really just ignore my feelings and not allow myself to feel that. And when you do that, your feelings are just going to bubble up inside you and you're going to burst and you're going to feel a whole lot worse. So I'm not a psychologist. I'm not, you know, I haven't studied anything to do with this. I don't really know the basis of everything, but I just wanted to share with you guys what I have learned that really helps me get through each day and that kind of thing. So that's it for this video, guys. These are my 5 little tips of things to do when you're feeling down. I really hope this has helped someone, and I don't mean to offend anyone in any way. If you find any of these things that I've said offensive, then I apologize. I'm not trying to come across as, you know what I mean. So please leave down below in the comments section anything that you do when you're feeling down. I would love to hear it. I love hearing what people sort of do when they're feeling crappy, and I think it could help a lot of people if they just have all these different ideas of things to do when they're not feeling so great. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're all having a great day. I hope you're not feeling bad, but if you have clicked on this video, then I think there's a high chance that you might be having a crappy day. Just know that you're not alone, and you honestly have so much love and support behind you, whether you can see that or not. There are people out there who love you, and they're people who care. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!